Alrighty, folks, we are looking at gradient and y-intercept from an equation. Now, when we have the equation in a particular form called the gradient-intercept form, it's really straightforward. You're just going to read off the equation and all the information's right there. So the gradient-intercept form looks like this: y equals mx plus c, where m is the gradient and c is the y-intercept. So all we have to do is make sure it's in that form and we're fine. Now, with this first one, it's not actually in that form, but we can put it in that form easily enough. So question A, we've got y equals minus 2 plus 5x. So let's just switch it around to go y equals 5x minus 2. So all I did was move the 5x to the front, that's all. And that way I've just put it in the same form that you might be used to, which is the mx plus c. So all we then do is have a look and go, okay, our m is the coefficient of the x, so the number in front of the x, and the c is the constant. So it's the one without an x. So we have a look and go, okay, well, what's the number in front of the x? It is a 5. And what is the constant that's on its own? It is minus 2. Just be aware of that. When I did that one, I probably should have gone, it's plus c. And in this case, we don't have a sign in front of that one, which means it's positive as well. If it was minus 5, then it would be minus 5 would be the gradient. But there we go. So m equals 5, c equals minus 2. So that is your gradient, and that is your y-intercept. And it is as simple as that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at these other ones. Do we need to rearrange them? If we need to rearrange them, what do we need to do? So let's have a look at question B. If I go straight to there, in fact, what I'm going to do is for B, C, and D, I'm going to go and underline all the numbers or all the ones for the gradient in blue. So in front of the x, we have a minus, and then there's no number there, which means we've basically got minus 1. In front of the x over on question C, we've got a 6. And in front of the last one, it's got a minus 3, but you've got to watch out because it's over there with the y. So we're going to leave it for a little bit. We'll come back to it. So question B, we've got that one. And now let's underline the constant or the number without anything. There it is. It's just an 8. Over here, well, there's nothing there. So we don't worry about that one. And over here, we've got a 4. But like I said, we'll come back to that question. All right. So in other words, question B, our gradient is minus 1 because there's a minus in front of the x. And how many x's are there? There's one of them. And our intercept is 8. For question C, the number in front of the x, the coefficient of the x is 6. So our gradient is 6. And our y-intercept in that particular thing is 0. There is none. So we've got none of them. Then for the last one, now question D, I'm just going to do it down here. What we're going to do is we don't really want it. We don't really like it when it's on the same side as y. We want y to be on its own. We want it to be the subject. So we've got to get rid of it off this side. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the minus 3x. And we do that using inverse operations, which we did a topic or two ago. We add 3x to both sides. So over here you end up with y, because those will cancel each other out, equals 4 plus 3x. Now it's just a case of looking at it and going, all right, well, I can see that my constant is going to be 4. My coefficient of x is positive 3, which means my gradient is 3, and my y-intercept is 4. And that's all there is to it.